name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And believe it or not, this is the first time I'm actually doing a YouTube Shorts live stream. Yeah. So if you're on PC or on a TV or something, and you're watching this and and you're like, why is this vertical? Well, apparently on phone there's a new feature where not really new. I don't know how long this has been around for, but I just discovered it a few weeks back or something, maybe a month ago, and it's and it's and it lets you live stream on YouTube. So yeah, let's just see how it is. I heard I might get more views from it. I mean, it's so yeah. This is a so yeah. Basically, this is 10 worst planes to live in, according to the lore. So, well, let's just go in to our number 10. Wait. We got the Wilds. So, the Wilds is, well, Eldraine. So, Eldraine, I mean, it's not so bad. It is quite a nice plane to live in, although it is quite dangerous. I mean, so in Eldraine, like, it's a fairy tale plane. So you get some witches and goblins and other stuff. I mean, so if you're walking in a forest, that's probably the worst place to be in. You know, live in, just pass by. Although in the city, I mean, well, it is safer, but you're still not entirely safe. Not even the king, friggin' Kenrith, got turned into an elk by Orko. So hey, Rafi KV, how are you? So yeah, this is so yeah, this is basically, so yeah, Eldraine. It seems like a cool plane, but I mean, it's still quite dangerous. Let's go to the number 9. Allara. So it really depends where in Allara you end up in. If you're in Allara before the split of the planes, then it is it's not as dangerous, but it still is, like, what? Yo. But it is still quite a dangerous plane. So yeah, I mean, when it splits, there are some places which are safe and others that aren't. So Bant is pretty safe. Esper, I mean, yeah, it's there. Naya, I mean, it is quite safe. I mean, Bant is like the safest probably in Allara, but if you're in Grixis or you're in Jund, tough luck, because Jund, it's dog eat dog. I mean, it's just survival of the fittest. And Grixis, it's just a putrid wasteland of undead and even more undead. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I mean, my name is literally Dante. I mean, Dante the Snake, MTG Games. I mean, that's actually my real name, not even joking. So, yeah. That's basically So that's my name. I mean, well, that's basically. So yeah, and yeah, that's basically the number 9, Allara. Now let's go to our number 8. We got age. I mean, I'm 20. I turned 20 a few days ago, actually. And, well, Innistrad. We're talking about. This is Innistrad. Innistrad, it is quite like Eldraine, but more dangerous. It's like a it's a gothic plane where you get werewolves, zombies. I mean, both um, reanimated zombies and stitched zombies, like Frankenstein or something. And there's also the there are vampires as well. So vampires, zombies, werewolves. I mean, and the worst part about being a werewolf on Innistrad is that right now, not right now. I mean, in general, it has been solved already. But there was a period when they sealed Emrakul in the moon, or well, Emrakul stayed in the moon. The day-night cycle on Innistrad just went insane. Like, the nights kept getting longer and longer until eventually it stayed as night forever. Meaning that the vampires would no longer be afraid of the daylight because there's no daylight. And the werewolves were stuck as werewolves. And they were angry too. I mean, you even have witches as well. I mean, there's also... Huh? So, I'm Spanish. Alright. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically so yeah, Innistrad, I mean, and then if you somehow end up becoming a werewolf, then you're not gonna last long, because the humans and others that live in Innistrad are always on werewolf hunts. So you're gonna have to do a good job at hiding the fact that you're a werewolf, or you're gonna face the consequences of being a werewolf. I mean, the good thing is once you're a werewolf, you're gonna grow attached to the wolves of Innistrad. But yeah, I mean, and also there's demons as well. I mean, well, a demon, which is no. There are multiple demons actually. There was Grizzlebrand, there was Ormondal, and a few other like minor demons as well. But there's angels. I mean, the angels wouldn't really go after you unless if you're a werewolf or a vampire or something. I mean, well, of course, if you get trapped by a vampire, I mean, you might end up being their servant until you die, or they convert you to a vampire and they keep you alive forever. I mean, well, yeah, that's basically Innistrad. Round it up for you. Let's go to our number 7. There it is. We have the Stairs to Infinity. So, I mean, which is the plane of Xerath. Now, the thing is, Xerath isn't really that dangerous of a plane. However, it's just boring. I mean, not only is it boring, it's hard to like comprehend. Like, think of it as think of it as level square root of 2 from the back rooms, or just think of it of like just or just think of it as a Mathiverse from Flatterland, or just some uh, plane. I mean, it's not the Blind Eternities, but it is like a plane very hard to comprehend. You might wind up going mad, or your brain would get fried just from being in a plane too long. As a matter of fact, Pirates tried invading Zerats, but they failed because they weren't able to comprehend. Like, if Phyrexians couldn't comprehend what's in Zerats, then I don't see how an ordinary human like you would comprehend it. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, Zerats is just quite the plane. I mean, it's it's not like, uh, but yeah, it's not really like dangerous. It's not really dangerous. It's just boring and strange. Unset. I mean, your brain would get fried probably if you go to Zerats, especially like Stairs to Infinity. Man, I mean, even the art is quite unsettling of this plane. But well, that's our number 7. Let's go to our number 6. This is the plane of Regifya. Now, Regifya has been a temporary home for many red-based planeswalkers, including Chandra and Jaya, both pyromancers who gained a planeswalker spark, and both of them having temporarily lived there. But the thing is, Mount Kiralia is just a friggin' volcano that, well, after a bit of time, it's just gonna erupt, and a huge explosion just happens in the process. And there's like, and also, not if that's not dangerous enough, just don't forget what all the things that live there. I mean, there's like friggin' dragons and other stuff. I mean, it's just not, and it's quite barren, honestly. I mean, it's not really a nice place to live in. It's dangerous as well. I mean, yeah, it's just, I generally am surprised how Chandra and Jaya and lived there temporarily. But it is still like, but it is still quite dangerous. It's just so yeah, but yeah, honestly, it's not really a great place to live in. So that's our number 6, Regifya. Let's go to our number 5, and it is Capenna. Ow. Capenna is a plane that, well, most of the plane just is barren, because I mean, it used to be a plane full of angels, but I mean it was like, there was like an uprising and well, most of the plane ended up being destroyed except for New Capenna, the last city of Capenna, where demons wind up as gang leaders of their own mafia. So you have Lorehole. No, wait, what? No, that's sorry, that's Strickland. My bad. There's Riveteers. My bad. Yeah, which is you have Riveteers. You got Obscura. You got Brokers. You got what is it? I mean, there's like a bunch of them, but honestly, it's just it's honestly chaotic. I mean, there's like, what was it? So it was Brokers, Obscura, Riveteers, Uh, wait. What? All right. So new. There was. What was it? So Obscura, Maestros, Riveteers, Cabaretti, and Brokers. That's basically the five, the five gangs of Capenna, of New Capenna specifically. But yeah, there's constant conflict between the five mafias, and you always get random civilians caught in the crossfire. So if you were to be a random civilian, then that's probably the worst thing. But I mean, but other than that, it's just it is quite dangerous, especially considering the fact that Phyrexian activity has been a thing in Capenna. Like you have you've had there was a Tratsa, like, and there are other Phyrexians, like, especially don't forget Elspeth was just from a very young age was traumatized by Phyrexians. Phyrexians in Capenna. Yeah. Because it's her home plane. But yeah, let's just go into our number 4. And we got now this is Dusk Morn. Dusk Morn, I mean, I don't think anyone even lives in Dusk Morn except for, the monsters that live there. You see, I mean, Dusk Morn is a plane with endless possibilities and unlimited horrors. So, your biggest fears, deep down, are brought to life. You'd see the average toy there ends up being a friggin'. It's not actually a toy. It's actually a friggin'. Lots of spiders. Your fears also brought to life. Imagine fear of falling, fear of heights, fear of death, even fear of friggin' infinity. I mean, even the fear of missing out on cool stuff would come back and haunt you. I mean, it's just your biggest fears are literally brought to life. I mean, it's literally the most insane mind raking plane, and if you somehow survive, chances are you may end up being cursed by Volgavov himself, the supreme being of Duskmorn. And the thing is, Duskmorn is gonna just spread into other planes. I mean, literally, Volgavov is constantly growing, and beyond the confines, which is the plane of Duskmorn. And don't be surprised if Duskmorn ends up conquering other planes. I mean, to be fair, Winter's team, the Speed Demons in Averdrift, was because he was cursed by a low demon in Duskmorn, telling him that he has to either win this for the team or he'd be cursed forever. Because if he wins the team, he would be free. So, yeah. And if you know, Averdrift takes place between 3 planes: Avishkar, Amonkhet, and Muruganda. So, chances are these are the 3 planes that could get faced first. But I mean, it's to the Maw of Duskmorn. But yeah, Duskmorn, you wouldn't want to live there, but it is not the worst plane to live in. Let's go to our number 3. we got both Phyrexia and New Phyrexia. I mean, Meridan could also go there, but it's not as bad as Phyrexia and New. I mean, to be fair, Argentum, which turned into Meridan, then became New Phyrexia. So they're technically the same plane. And Phyrexia, old Phyrexia basically, is still just as bad. Maybe even worse. Although, to be fair, old Phyrexians have been more powerful and more civilized than new Phyrexians in terms of civilization. I mean, like the old Phyrexians were a Type 5 civilization. The new Phyrexians, led by the Predators, were Type 1 civilization. So, honestly, the plane itself. So if you're in Phyrexian, you'd end up being a slave to Yawgmoth or even to the Phyrexian Predators. But but the thing is that different Predators have like a different mentality. Like Urrask forever encourages creativity in terms of how they destroy stuff or ever. But the other ones may be a bit more civilized. Jin Gitaxias is very smart. He's probably the smartest predator. And yeah, but Phyrexia still, it's you can see how much of a hellscape Phyrexia is. You let go of your flesh and what is the meaning of life, and you end up being a literal slave to the Empire. But Meridan, you'd still have your freedom, although you would wish you didn't have flesh, because as it was said before, flesh is a liability on Meridan. Meridan has like a few vampires, not many, but there are like vampires out there, and they're like but the thing is, but yeah, it's just, and that's why, but that's not really just the reason why there aren't many people with flesh in Meridan, but Meridan is still better than Phyrexia and New Phyrexia. Meridan before becoming New Phyrexia, but it was still better than Phyrexia. But yeah, that's basically our number 3. Let's go to our number 2. This is Gasto, a plane that is basically Mad Max. Has anyone watched Mad Max? In case you don't know, it's just a plane where there is literally almost no shreds of life left. Gastos is literally dying, which is why many people from Gasto are going to other planes to have a fighting chance. Like in Averdrift, you have a team of racers from Gasto. Thunder Junction, you have the Scorpion Dragon, Aku, as a cowboy. Yeah, not even. Yeah. Gasto has like lots of Scorpion Dragons and humans and other stuff. It's just that wasteland of a plane that no one would like to live in. I don't know what it was before, but right now it is literally one of the worst planes to live in. It's literally you'd be constantly fighting for your life, fighting others to keep yourself alive, and yeah, it's literally just bad. Chances are, if you don't leave Gasto immediately, you'd be dead after like 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 Earth days. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how days really work in. Multiverse time works in different ways. Can't be too sure. But let's just go into the worst. The absolute worst plane to live in. The Abyss. No, the not the Blind Eternities. The literal Abyss. There is a plane full of demons called um called the Abyss. So so the so yeah, with almost no shreds of life left. I mean, only shreds of life being um uh powerful demons and a few angels which 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 gets sacrificed by the demons. It's not the same as the underworld and pharaohs, but it is literally Magic the Gathering hell. It is. And not I mean literally all the demons, all the big bads of Magic the Gathering that that exist, that get banished, are just sent here. Like so yeah, don't forget Osmo. Osmo literally was a wizard who tried to summon a Lord of the Pit, a Lord from the Abyss, called Vincent. But she ran out of food for it. But but to avoid getting eaten, she ends up being a chef of the underworld. So chances are, your only source of food is whatever remains from Osmo's cooking. I mean, but yeah, there was, and yeah, there's like, it's just a crazy thing. I mean, you're not like the pit. You're not gonna survive this. I mean, as soon as a demon finds you, you're toasted. No amount of flashbacks is gonna save you from that one. And if you find an angel, then consider yourself lucky for a few seconds before that angel gets eaten by a demon, and then you'd get eaten by the same demon afterwards. But yeah, the Abyss, it's literally the worst plane to live. Worse than Gasto. Worse than friggin' Frenzia or Dusk Morn. I mean, worse than New Capenna, or well, Capenna, but which has its fair share of demons and angels, but it's not everyone's a demon in New Capenna. You still have but you're still facing a bunch of enemies like vampires, cats, rhinos, etc. There's a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, the Abyss is the worst plane to live in. Anyways, congratulations, you've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe, follow Viantoy, share friends, stay tuned to my next videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT, so stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. I think this worked out fine. I mean, I'm not sure how many likes I got. I didn't check, but well, that's basically the podcast. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.